computer.
Recording is on.
Ah,
So,
Okay.
yeah. You
so let's
guys are sideways, horizontally
oh
displayed.
sideways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah.
better now?
Yeah. You are
Okay.
right on.
I,
All
hey,
right.
Farron, I think the recording is fine now. Okay. So I'm gonna start the presentation. Good evening, everyone. One more time, and
Yes.
happy
Good
to see
evening.
you guys
Are we here?
tonight.
Really?
I'm the one
Just one.
presenting
I
the
disconnected.
tonight book, and the title of the book is "The 4 Hour Work Week: Escape 9 to 5 and Live Anywhere and Join the New Rich." The author of the book is Timothy Ferriss. All right. So let me actually do this, and let me know if you see my entire screen, please.
We do see the screen.
All right, great. Yes, so like I said, the book we are about to start discussing about tonight is, has been written by Timothy Ferriss, and Timothy Ferriss is an American entrepreneur, is also an author, a podcast host, and a lifestyle design expert, right? Best known for his best sell book, the four best-selling book, The 4 Hour Work Week. He's known for challenging a conventional work-life balance and encouraging people to design their own ideal lifestyle through smart productivity, automation, and mini retirement. So he has a lot of accomplishment. First of all, he's a best-selling author, known for the 4 Hour Work Week, the 4 Hour Body, the 4 Hour Chef, the Tools of Titans, and Tribes of Mentors. Also a host, has a podcast, right? Named the Tim Ferriss Show, a top rank podcast where he interviews world class performers, athletes, entrepreneurs, and scientists, and so on. Um, Human Guinea pig, famous for experimenting with productivity, fitness, learning, and lifestyle hacks. He's also a startup investor, early investor in companies like Uber, Twitter, Shopify, and Duolingo. Uh, the main philosophy from Ferris is that he's promoting the idea of lifestyle design, replacing the traditional 9 to 5 grind um, with more freedom, travel, and meaningful work. He emphasizes on he emphasizing he emphasizes the importance of automation, outsourcing, and the time management to live life on your own terms. So the core concept of the book is built around four main steps to redesign your work and life, and those four main steps form the DEAL framework. D standing for definition, E for elimination, A for automation, and L for liberation. So, talking about definition, basically, the idea behind definition is basically to say that we have to redefine success and understand what really matters to us, right? Because what matter to other people, we are not sure that the same thing matter to us. So we have to redefine what is so what is success based on us, on our happiness. So some of the thing that we have to do is to forget the old model of working 40 plus years and then retiring. Um, Challenge the status quo, right? Success is not about being rich. It's about having time and mobility and be happy. Set clear goals, understand your fears, right? And define what your ideal life looks like. And also creating a dream line, list your dreams, calculate the cost, and figure out how to fund them. Elimination is the second main key important things of the four. That is to do more by doing less, basically. So he's talking about the Pareto principle here. Basically, he says that 80% of results come from 20% of effort. Stop being busy just for the sake of being busy, right? You have to focus on the high impact task, and those high impact tasks will bring the 80% result that you're gonna have. And also you have to cut out time wasted, things that make you wasting a lot of time. You have to cut them out and focus on the most important task. The A stand for automation, and the main concept, the main idea behind automation is to build income systems that run without you. I remember I was talking, maybe couple months ago with Mr. Charlemagne, and we were talking about business stuff like that, and he was basically telling me that if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to run a business and you really want to be rich, try to make things so that you don't have to be there present. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it on your own. Make the system runs for you. Make the money work for you, and you can be even wherever you want to be in the world, traveling, enjoying your life, and the system will be working for you, and you will be making money. That's the true success there. But still, yeah, that's a true success there. So you have to build income streams that don't require your constant presence, right? Like e-commerce, online businesses, and much more. Use a virtual assistants and outsourcing to delegate a low value task, right? And also use automation, for example, to do everything related to cash flow, stuff like that, the freelancer, and drop shipping. Make your money basically work for you instead of working for money. And then you have the last one, that is liberation. Work from anywhere on your terms, right? So break free from the office, work remotely or while traveling. And the Ferris calls this the mobile lifestyle. So you can work everywhere you are across the globe. And negotiate remote work arrangement or build your own location independent career. You have to take mini retirement throughout life instead of waiting for the end, waiting for your 60 or 70s when you retire. So you don't have to do that. You have to change to redesign, how you look at it, and break free from traditional thinking and redesign everything basically. Some of the key point or the takeaway that I'm personally learning from the book, first of all, is that we don't have to wait for retirement, right, to enjoy life. We have to redesign our dream life now. We don't have to wait. Even if you're saving a lot of money now, saying that, hey, when you retire, you're going to enjoy, you never know, because you can die even before you get there, or even when you get there, something may happen and then you don't even enjoy that. So if you can enjoy today, just go ahead and live your life today, because you don't know tomorrow, right? And then income is not as important as time and freedom. Um, Also, we have to use the system and automation to work for us, right? Do whatever you have. We keep talking about passive incomes, stuff like that. Make money work for you, and then find a way to work from a remote position. You don't have to be present all the time. You don't have to be present on your own to do something. You can work everywhere you are, and you travel across the globe, and still be able to do your job. And then prioritize your task, right? Don't do everything. Focus on the most important task that will bring you 80% of the result that you're gonna receive, or you're gonna obtain. And then challenge a fear over failure. And the question that is asking is like, what's the worst thing that could really happen to you? And then some of the quote that we can also learn from the book is that being busy is a form of laziness. Lazy thinking and discriminate lazy thinking and indiscriminate action. Um, focus focus on being productive instead of busy. The goal is not to simply eliminate the bad, but to pursue and experience the best in the world. Someday is a dangerous word. I love this one. You have to act now. Don't wait. Doing something unimportant well does not make it important. Yeah, just for, I still have 1 minute and 20. Just for a little story, I have a colleague, a coworker, that sometimes we have a lot of stuff, very, very important things going on at work. But I've realized that the guy, he like, focusing on a lot of unnecessary stuff. He will spend 5 hours doing some stuff that are not really important. And then at the end of the day, the manager comes and say, hey, this is not even very important. This is what you could have done. So, you know, doing something unimportant well does not make it important. Yeah. And then the opposite of happiness is boredom. Thank you for your attention, and the floor is open. I see on my clock, I still have 20 seconds. So thank you, Amon, within the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you. You already did
Thank
my
you.
job. The floor is open.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Kitson.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Steve, for the presentation. Um, Straight to the point. Um, it was a good and a direct book. Not a lot of lingering around. He went straight to the
Video.
point. Um, so Ferris is someone who talks. He's trying to get the American people to see that there's a lot of ways that you
Yeah.
can build your own happiness. You can build your own dream instead of the 9 to 5 and working hard and waiting for retirement. Um, he's telling us we can build our own. We can visualize and of course build our own and how we want to do things, and we don't need to wait until retirement to enjoy life. It's a big takeaway. Life is short. Life is very short, and if we can prioritize what is most important to us to get to our goal smartly instead of working hard is the best. Um, my takeaway from the book um, is to be to work smart, to work smart. Um, I was thinking a lot of stuff, but reading this type of books makes you want to rethink, things that you can do, what you really want to focus on, so you can have that liberty to go where you want to go. Yeah, and then when it comes to remote works and stuff, in my field, in Teta Colom, maybe we can attest to this. Remote job comes mostly when you become senior. You know what you're doing. Not, but you know what? I'm gonna take that away because there's some young ladies and young nurses that are working remote. I guess it depends on what you really want to dabble into. I particularly, I was always thinking that I needed more experience before I do remote work and so on. But you know what? I uh, I got a little bit of support from Steve to go for higher role, management role, things that can help me, manage my time better. And at this point, I'm able to let them know that I want to work from home 3 days a week and be able to manage things, and eventually, be completely remote so I can manage my time better. But I think it's your if you can show the company that you can still be productive even wherever you are, they like that. So that's a little bit when it comes to the remote jobs and stuff. um, Other than that, thank you, Steve, for the presentation, and a wonderful book. Thank you all.
Great.
Thank you, Crystal. And Tata Colon, you next. Because I see the way the hands are raised, that's the way I'm going to be calling.
Yeah,
It will be different today. Tata
thank you.
Colon, you next.
The net, yeah, the network was not working, so I was clicking everywhere and I raised the hand. But since you gave us the opportunity, let me do it. Thank you,
Okay.
Steve, for this book. A little bit different from the other book we read already. And thank you for the presentation. How quick you did it, like close to beyond style. So that's a very good one. And whoever suggests the book also. This book is kind of, for me, it's kind of a call for you don't live to work, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Our life is not just to be working and then just be working until like you save money for retirement, and by the time you get retirement is 60 something or 70, and then you give all of that money to the medical doctor. So finally you didn't really live. So I like that aspect of the book when he talk about like a small retirement, mini retirement. He talk about, and also he says someday is a dangerous word. It remind me that book we read with how you call him, Brian Tracy. He talk about someday I, and many people in their life, in our life, we say someday I. Someday mean like when the kid finish school, or maybe when it's winter, or maybe when I get this amount of money, I will do so. And we find so many reasons to not do the thing that we know we supposed to do. And he said the thing that are most uncomfortable that we know they need to be done are the one that we have somehow we have to do. So maybe that's an invitation for everyone here to leave the club of someday I will do this and that. And also I like the fact that he talked about setting goal, and he doesn't like a goal for like 5 years or 10 years. He prefer 6 month range goal, and you know clearly what you want to do, and you set like action, because goal setting is also action, right? Then you have to define what are the action you have to take it, like in 24 hours or 48 hours you have to do something on the goal. So I very enjoyed this aspect of the book. I didn't finish it. I read it 3 hours, but I didn't finish it. But I do like what he's saying. And then also to finish this, uh, this book is not for everyone, right? Because some kind of job you cannot do them remotely. If you're a clerk and you work in the store, you won't be able to work remotely because you cannot open the door remotely. But he gave the example of the lawyer who quit
Then open.
in California and he went out in Brazil. So if you read that part, it was a good example of how many people get over there to say, "Oh, I wish I can do this. I wish I can do this," and he will tell them, "You can do it." But it's only fear that separates you from your dream and the reality that you're doing. So again, this book is kind of a call of do not fear. Go and do what you feel like you need to do. And I will stop there. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much.
Uh, you guys heard my input because I couldn't hear myself.
Yeah, we heard you,
Yeah, we
Christopher.
Okay,
heard you.
And then we told you
awesome.
thank you. Yeah.
No
Hmm.
problem. Thank you. I think our stuff was muted and I couldn't hear anything. Thank you.
The floor is open.
You want me
Okay.
to? Oh, okay, go ahead then. Otherwise, I was thinking to go, but
Yeah, okay. It's because nobody was
yeah, me
taking
too.
over that I want to.
That's why I jump in. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. But Fred, Steve did
Of
the
course.
Beyond style today, as we could all see. Okay, and that is an incredible improvement from looking back. So I have to congratulate him personally for that.
Thank
And
you. Thank
thank you. Okay, no problem. And thank you too for the presentation. Yes, the you cover all the points, and this when Fred Thomas was saying that it is a call for him, I wonder what it could be for me. And
come from.
I read I was reading it, and I stopped many times, and then asked myself, okay, oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear
Okay.
you too.
Yes, I was asking myself. Anyway, long story short, we all have Christelle mentioned the same thing. Fred, Thomas mentioned the same thing. And at one point, you may feel what you are doing may not be done remotely in order to enjoy or satisfy all the criteria of the book. But Fred Thomas answered his own question by saying that the answer to that is to change and then get to what respond exactly to the criteria to give you the freedom. But my key takeaway is this 80-20, thinking and rethinking about everything, and then knowing that many of our actions are, are not truly productive. And what is truly productive is just 20% of it. And it is almost anything as they have listed them, almost anything. So what I could say in this condition is if what we are doing does not, if we want to enjoy the recommendation from of the book, then we need to redefine our life altogether so that at the end, what we are doing responds to this, be automated, done remotely, efficiently, and also provide the means that we need to be able to live the right life that we want to enjoy. And when it comes to what we are doing so far, if it is not, compatible with these features or these criteria of the of his recommendation, then it's a matter of redefining the goal, identify what to do in order to do it the right way so that you get it done that way. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Charlie.
you.
No problem.
Thank you, Steve, for for the presentation. It was very, very, I think maybe 1,000 improvement from the beginning because you were on point. Yeah, you were on point. Everything was going fine. And then also you respect the time. So that's why we are here to learn and to teach among us. So thank you for that one. So the book is just two rules, two principles, the 80-20, and also is another rule or law called Pakistan law that work expand to fill the time available. So we can start working from that by saying that if the thing is due in 2 days, you might say that it's due today. So that you rush and do it faster to get there. So definitely is a book that call you. I mean, you ask yourself whether you are on the right path, especially we who are already crossing the mid life. So that's a very, very powerful book. But I want to respond quickly to Sister Christelle saying that the remote working is not. He is not preaching that we work remote working. He is preaching that you recruit someone to remote work for you. So that's the difference.
Create that system.
Yeah.
Mhm. But
So
us also working remote, doesn't it give us the ability to be able to do
I can,
other stuff? I
I'm
don't know.
here.
Maybe
I'm here to tell you that sometimes you don't get that luxury because since
right.
2020 I'm remote working from home.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from Thursday that I had to be at work, I'm remote working, and doing so now I'm no longer differentiate my private life and my professional life. So
Mm,
sometimes
mm.
it's difficult, especially if you like to do all your best. It's time consuming sometimes. So he's
Mm-hmm.
advising that we recruit someone remote worker to help us.
Mm-hmm.
You might think that, oh, I'm a clerk, I don't have anything to do, but he's giving in the book that there was a guy who lost his work, but with a remote worker, the remote worker arranged interview and do everything for him, and he was able to get a new job within 30 days. So it's those kind of remote working that he's talking about. But I feel like sometimes it's a little bit too rough for we African. Why? Because we love to talk sometimes. You cannot wait for someone to come and visit you and you start saying, okay, why are you here? I'm not here to make friends. I'm just here to hear what you are here for and solve it in 3 minutes. They will not like that. So it's where I see that is a little bit rough, but definitely what he's doing, he's making is paying. So I'll give him that kudo. And another thing that I want to draw everyone's attention on it is to go on the website. The website contain a lot of information, a lot, which book he has read, the podcast, all this information are on the website. So definitely it's something that we need to go back on it personally to see if we can make it work for us. And when I was reading as well, it reminded me another book that we read here. It's called The Millionaire, Fast Lane Millionaire, who said that try to do it faster so that you can enjoy before the retirement, and maybe you will be riding your push chair instead of being in your Ferrari. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I
Thank
can
you.
jump in now.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah, so I want to thank Steve for the great presentation. It was short and sweet and to the point. Thank you. Uh, my main takeaway from this book is the mini retirement. I love that. For that's but if we work for someone, it will be. Uh, I'm not envisaging remote work because um, if I decide to do remote work, I will be work all the time. I'll be working all the time, and I rather work, take time off, and enjoy myself, right? So I love the idea of mini retirement. You work a little bit, you take some 2 to 3 weeks off, and go enjoy life, right? So that is one main takeaway from me from the book. And also, we are not going to stay young forever. We will get old, and those traveling, those things that we want to do when we retire, we may not be able to do it if we are not strong enough. So it's better to start doing those things right now while we are still young and strong to be moving. So, mini retirement, big takeaway from me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very
So,
Okay,
now
wow.
I would like,
Uh-huh.
hello? No, no, for your
We
mini
can hear
retirement, I would like to add that it has to come with also he said you need to do the math to save the money or whatever the money gonna come from and do the math, compare the city, the place you want to go to. So to make it like fulfilling.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the mini retirement is where you want to go and enjoy, but you don't want to wait until you are 65 to go to those places, right?
Correct, correct.
So you want to go now, take time off from work and go and enjoy and come back to work. Yeah.
Good job. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Beyond,
Mia, you
you
want to
wanna
say
go for
something?
it?
All right, I'll say something. Okay, Monsieur.
No,
Go ahead, baby.
Okay, first I'd like to thank the presenter for her presentation.
Steve is his name. Steve.
Oh, what, you were not here?
Who was?
Come on, Beyond.
Go ahead.
Okay, first I want to thank Steve for the presentation,
Mm-hmm.
Edward. And this made me realize something. I've been wanting to do many things, but I put them off for too long with the excuse of I'll do it later. But there's a wake up call to do what I wanted to, like learning how to draw.
Good job.
That is
Thank
all.
you, Beyond.
That's
Okay, thank you, Bill.
Thank
So
you. Thank
take
you.
a piece
Thank
Thank
of
you.
you,
paper and
Beyond.
write the
Thank you, Beyond.
No more
Thank you.
procrastination. Get it done, huh? That's it.
Yeah.
procrastination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take a piece of paper and write them down. The thing that you do, write them down. Yeah,
No procrastination.
no more.
Thank you. Kira is not here today, so
Yeah, he said he's feeling a little bit tired. He'll join later, but it looks like he slept.
No problem.
he lost energy.
Hey, we have plenty of time now.
Okay, I'm just gonna jump in. I know, like, I'm the one hosting, but the book is a reminder of how I think it's an experience. When these people write down their experience, they help us understand where we're heading. And for me, I have always known that once you hit 60 or 70, your body is no longer the same. And the way you think or do things, let's say if you used to climb the stairs, you can no longer climb the stairs. So even having the upstairs house, now it began a pain. Everything changes once you hit that 60, 70 mark. So keeping everything in the 401k until you retire, I see like a lot of people become very angry with life because because the way they plan that when they retire, life would be, things would be, is not the same anymore. So they become very angry, especially the elderly people. Their children that they live their life for, they no longer can see them. And we see these things over and over. And this is one of the things that I have taken long time in life. I'm a very good cook. I'm a very good hair braider. But I just know, like, if I have a restaurant, I know it would be me working, 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 right? So I have been thinking over the past year, what are the passive income that I'm able to do? And with this book, it just helped me understand, like, okay, the way you're thinking is not just terrible. It's actually you are thinking in the right direction. And with that way, we can change that. I know people thinking about working remote is be able to make the system, like the computer, work for you. Let's say you have your online store. Nowadays, the internet over there, you have your online store where it's just there. You people place the order, you hire somebody, they like process the order and take it to the person. You in all the way in Jamaica or you in Egypt, but somebody your business is still running without you, right? So these are the remote that he's talking about, that you will go on a vacation, not working for anybody, but your money is working for you. You have invested that money. We see that he invested the money first. And this is the path that we are on. We are learning about investment. We are learning, we are doing those investing, because once you have passive income, you have those investment money kicking in, you can take any risk, right? So he is taking the risk because he invested early. We didn't know. We were here when all of those things were just starting, but we didn't know the value of that. So we were not opportune to invest, to jump on it. But he was. And because of those investments he made, he was able to take a break. So now he's sitting and writing his book is selling by itself. And he has somebody to like process that book, send it to the ship it to the person that is going to read the book. Right. So the process, he just see his income, the money comes in his account. And this is why he is advising us not to go and work 9 to 5 and take a break. Um and start working from home. You're still not going to pay attention to your children. You're still not going to do the things that you would do with your spouse. And when you work, you still worry that you have to finish work. So this alone help us to know that we have to put more time in investing and looking for business that is going to produce for us. And I want to say thank you so much, Steve. The presentation was very direct and straight. And I think like this is your first, or if I'm not mistaken, that you've been so close and not even finished your time. So I think like we are getting somewhere. We are learning and we are applying that. So that's it for me tonight.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Thank you,
Fatima.
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 Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. I think we all talked, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we still have 18 minutes. If anyone want to go back, right?
No.
As as I keep saying, it seems like all the books, we have all the tools at our disposal. The only remaining
Mm-hmm.
thing is to start using those tools, because
Right.
it's almost the same idea that the Main Street by Sanchez Cozy, who said that trying to seek for the operational manager or the general manager, and then you can travel, you can be everywhere. So it's almost the same idea, but we had to start jumping. We are near the swimming pool edge, but we need to jump into the swimming pool to start swimming. Otherwise, we will never know the temperature of the water. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Wow. And I feel like when I really see almost all the books that we're reading, um, these people have been experienced. I know, like they went through stuff, and sometimes for presentation purposes, they will eliminate some of the long journey that they have undertaken, right? And make it seem like it was easy or it's easy because they feel like, okay, I'm giving you everything, right? I'm giving you all the answer that you need. So jump on it. But some of them don't really understand what it takes to jump there, right? Um, but we just have to keep pushing and keep running and keep going there, no matter whether we start now or we help our children. So sometimes it's like what we're learning here might not help some of us, not me, but I'm saying like some people in the 50s, in the 80s, 90s that will be reading some of these informations. It might not help them, but it will help their children. It will help their grandchildren. They can decide like, okay, I'm going to teach my grandchild about money, right? So just because it does not apply to you right away doesn't mean like, oh, it is the end of the world. No, we can apply in our lives. If it doesn't work, we can still apply it in the lives of our children or our grandchildren.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sometimes it's good to finish earlier.
And also, we had to use these two principles to try to finish the book that we are saying that we had to write and finish. Because he said that we had to set up a deadline and try to use the Pakistan law into to our advantage by setting up the deadline to be closer than to say, okay, in someday we'll finish it. So I don't know how we can use that, but it's just
Someday I.
so
That's how he called it. Someday I will. I will.
yeah. I have another one here saying the same thing, but here it says someday is a disease that will take your dream to the grave with you.
So,
Yeah.
um, picking from the book also, and if we look like for more than almost 2 months now, it look like uh, we read the substance of all book. It
Mm-hmm,
look like whatever new book we are reading, we are just in a circle, a
mm-hmm,
different way to say the same thing.
mm-hmm,
Someone
Mm-hmm.
relates their personal life experience, and then they
Mm-hmm.
will write the story around it. But it's around the main stuff about like
mm-hmm,
discipline, persistence,
mm-hmm,
try,
mm-hmm,
don't wait, you won't be successful the first time, around all of that, right? And from this book, when he was talking to some of the students, giving them like let's say quote difficult assignment, right? He said like if someone is able to write to the CEO of Google and he replied back, then you'll get this, right? Some of and some
Mm-hmm.
people never didn't even try, but later, some other people try, didn't make it, but they insist and until they get through, right? And one lady was able to contact like two very difficult person people to reach, right? Getting their phone number. So maybe a call for us also, or for me, like if we have some difficult tasks and we think like this would be very difficult or impossible, give it a shot, try. Remember that book? Steve was the one to present that book from Yajia, Rejection Proof, right? The
oh,
guy
Mm-hmm.
who went,
Yes.
can
Mm.
I play, can I play basketball in your
mm-hmm.
backyard?
Yep. Yeah.
All right, stuff like that. Can you make
A
a
donut.
Olympic
Olympic donut.
Mm-hmm,
for me? And he was successful for some of them, right? So whatever we have, like if he's asking something difficult to your manager, Then it's the manager won't kill you. Go to the office, just go for it and ask for. It doesn't work that way. Try again one way or another way until we reach the goal. I think somewhere in the book is, asking us to be persistent. It's not going to be easy when he say 4 hours a week. You have to give not only a shot but a lot of try, and you will fail. I think there was a quote about failing, but I didn't know where I put it in the book. And he talked about someone who talked about how you fail and you fail again, and until you take failure as your medicine, and then you have a breakthrough. So thank you again for this great book and whoever suggested.
Thank you
Okay,
too,
thank
Thomas.
you. Thank you very much.
I
Uh,
wanted to add something quickly. That this book, when some of us are thinking about, okay, how can we do certain things remotely? It tied to the previous book that we read about the Main Street Millionaire,
Mhm.
where she explained it clearly. You purchase a, a successful, uh, uh, business,
Mhm.
then get an operator
Mhm.
who will manage it for you and run it, who will run it for you, and you will, in this case, probably remotely manage it. So if at the end it is someone else who is doing the top operator of the business is not you, then you will still be able to do things that may not be done. Either the restaurant in case of a Sister Patu, or a lot of things that you are doing in nursing that you end up buying a nursing, successful nursing a venture that you keep the team. It's I just thought about that, to push the little far, saying that at one point in time she said, if you purchase the business and at the end you are the one who should run it, then you are still just back to work. You are not an investor. But at the end, if you purchase it and let it run by an efficient team, that is when you can quickly move to another one and another one and another one. So that's the only thing that I wanted to add by drawing our attention to that. And Fred Thomas said it clearly that yes, a lot of things that we are getting in new books get tied to other one. That shows that we are getting closer and closer. But yes, we have read over 100, probably, or close to 100 books. This should happen. Now, another one thing that I wanted to add to, uh, in which book we said, I don't remember, but he said that Warren Buffett said that there are certain things that just take time to materialize. You cannot make a baby in a day or two, let even a month or 3 months.
I
The
think
time that it will
I
take,
think it was the main street again.
still the main street. Okay,
Hmm.
it will take time. Certain things just take time to materialize, and the way I learned not to be stressful is not to be anxious about the time it takes. And this book now taught me that I still will try not to be anxious, but reset the goal, make it 6 months max, tie times to it, and do all what you can to make it accomplish within that time frame. Even though you believe that the thing may take time, but you have to set your targets, pretty close enough, the way that it should be efficient enough. And that is the second thing that I wanted to. There sometimes things appear conflictual, conflicting. However, you have to understand clearly what you are doing and where you put your targets to know where you want to get to. Thank you, guys.
thank you,
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Charlie.
No problem.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wanted to ask
Mhm.
you just one thing.
Mhm.
And Krista said, if we end early and we have enough time, we should go in and dismiss. Just because that will give us more time to know, like, okay, we can be able to discuss our books. Like if we finish the way we finished 15 minutes early today, we should have been able to say, okay, like hold on to this 15 minutes. Because the moment every small change can make a very big impact. And that's the only way we will actually be able to squeeze up things and know like, okay, just because there is meaning doesn't mean we should talk. you
Yeah.
know, and that
Yeah.
kills the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's all I wanted to say.
yeah. So
That's awesome,
we
Patrick.
are
That's
adjourned then.
awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Fatu. So maybe we officially we adjourn the meeting, but if some people still want to be at the
Mhm.
Congress and continue talking as a congressman, they
Mm-hmm.
can hold on.
No, it's
When Colum was talking, and she
Mm-hmm.
brought, yeah, like we say, if officially,
Oh,
I think we're good for today. But if anyone still want to
Yeah.
debate,
So
Colum said
let's finish what how by saying officially. We normally talk about the next
the
week
next week.
book.
Like whoever
okay.
gonna present next
Yeah,
week.
is
It's
Fatu,
Yeah.
you, Patrick. You're next
and
on the calendar.
the book is called Two Square or Two U2 or U Square. I don't know. High velocity formula for multiplying your personal effectiveness in quantum leaps. So that's the book. All right. So we are officially done for today. If
high
someone,
velocity.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we're good.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
good
I'll
night.
Good
give one to
night,
Jocelyn.
Patrick.
Good
Bye.
Okay.
night, guys.
Well, good night.
I
Actually,
Yes.
don't know
Good
if there
night.
is any volunteer.
I have a,
Any
I have a,
volunteer?
yeah, I have a,
Yes. Yes. I want to hang around and
So,
share more ideas.
Columba,
Yeah.
Colum topic back when she was talking about mini retirement was we're not getting younger.
yeah,
That's what the topic was when she talked about it. We're not. So what it mean we're not getting younger? We're not getting younger is to know, for example, that if you take like the soccer field, people who play soccer ball, you see when you reach 32,
oh, shit,
after
that's right.
32, they retire you. You won't see, there are only a few people reach
Very,
35 or
very.
38.
Yeah.
38 is Roger Miller. Other than
Mm-hmm.
that, they retire because around the 30, by the time you get to 40, you already
Mm.
reach your prime and you start declining. The muscle, many of the thing in the body start declining. So if you look at we're not getting younger, it means that 401k thing is a trap. This retirement thing of saving money, postpone that later you're gonna be a millionaire. Like the first lady millionaire talk about it. Like if you do this by, and she was warning us, right? When in 50 years you save this, by the time you're at 65, and you're gonna have $2 million. But what body you have at that time? Reverse, right? So we're not getting younger. It might be also a call to sit down with self, right? The book of last week talking about the 5 a.m. clock to reflect, to think, because when you reach 40 or 40 something, you're there, and then you start having some issue in the body, something gets wrong. You don't know the reason. Maybe you bend to take something on the floor, and then you have a back pain and something, and it's take
A knee
a
pain.
knee pain from nowhere. I mean, we're not getting younger. So if anything on this book, the call is do the thing
Now.
now to not only we know that we can die anytime, but even if we are living longer, but we need to not postpone, to not put so many things in the future. We're not getting younger. I mean, we are strong enough now, but we are deteriorating
Slowly.
slowly, even if we don't know. We are getting in that place that way you look, you start getting white hair, you gray hair, and your face is start getting, you see some people, the neck, you start seeing some stuff right there, not change, but you slowly getting there. So I like everyone, myself included, to meditate on we are not getting younger. We need to
Yeah.
remember. When one day Medicaid will send you something in the mail when you reach 62, and maybe you never plan for retirement. How many of us, when we say we're doing 401k, have we planned for retirement when we know we're not getting younger? What city will you live in? How are you going to be living? What you're going to be doing when you get that retirement? What is your budget for that moment? What kind of medical help you need? What is your medical history? Right. A kind of meditation. We're not getting younger. And just when Colin said that, it reminded me because we talked about it on Friday. And just remember, and not only you see an old man, it's just a call that is not far away. It's not scary, but it's not far away. So I don't know anyone wants to talk about we're not getting younger.
Uh, so if it's like that, I'm gonna consume all my salary. No saving anymore.
You sound like my big brother.
No, there,
I'm gonna I'm gonna leave now.
there's an adage, in our language, and those who are from Benin should know that the old lady or the old, yeah, lady say, "Oh, I'm tired of life. I just want to die now." And the youngster just go and get some sticker or stick and say, "Okay, let me kill you right now." And he said, "No, no, 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 no. I want to die, but I don't want to be be." So you want to enjoy your life, but if you don't have any money, your life will be very, very difficult,
Miserable.
miserable, and then you will know the difference between being poor and being average rich.
That's crazy.
Yes, and we are not getting any younger. This is the way I feel it. Whenever I see some of my friends and I see a big difference, especially when I haven't seen them for a while, and I see that the change is unbelievably bad. I just said that it's because I see myself almost every day that I do not ascertain the change. Because if it is too gradual, when you put a frog in cold water and then start warming it up very slowly, you kill it without it even trying to jump out. But when you throw it straight into hot water, it will jump out. So that is what it shows me that things are not, we are not getting any younger, and that is definitely true. But yes, these things we should have known them earlier. We did not. Now, what we did, I love it when Fred Thomas was saying that we have to take action. Even this book that I read, when I was reading it, and they were asking, okay, do certain things. And the things that I wanted to do, even with my landlord here, with certain friends and so on, that I say, oh, I was rethinking. I said, no, don't rethink too much. Take action. And then let us make sure that when we meet at the book club today, we will say that yes, the book that we have read, we have taken an action. Let us start doing that. Take action. Make sure that we have done something. Like the way Fred Arun suggested the health savings account last time. Yes, I'm also working on that for my mom and my sister. For example, we need to be taking action, and that is what will make us, you know, a, that will justify this time and effort that we are putting into this here. Let's take action, even if it is a small one. And I sat down to try to redo the goal for 6 months. When I got to that point when it said that when you put it too long, you just wait. It just reminded me quickly, like how we do homework at work, at school. The 2 weeks homework, you always get it done the last 2 days. So, which means that if it were to be given to you for just 2 days, you will submit it. The same way, when it comes to this one, let's try to do the same thing. Yes, no more 1 year, 2 years plan, and then let's do it quick, short, maximum 6 months plan, and then reevaluate. Make sure that yes, we want to know that yes, tomorrow is the deadline. Tomorrow is the deadline. Another one will say better. Think as if today is the last day you are on the earth. So what will you do with your life? These are very good things that we are learning. Taking action will help us really make a sense out of them. That's
So,
my point.
yeah, thank you, Charlie. Before someone else talk to it, we're getting younger on the physical aspect of life. I mean, physical health. We read here, right? And we believe that when you exercise, you slow the process of decay, right? You age healthy. You don't get some of the disease related to age quickly. You push them back. And like Charlie was saying, if you look at, I'm not getting them like on, it's not a bad way, but you look at your friend with whom you went to school who live in Benin, and you see people, many of them, my people with whom I did like high school, senior, most of the men, they look like pregnant, right? They have a big belly. Some of them, they look very, very old. And when you talk about exercise, or you put the picture of like, okay, I did 10,000 steps today, people are not happy to see it, right? People are not happy. So we are getting younger. We're not getting younger. It means we need to know that we have to exercise. Exercise is a medicine to prevent us from aging quickly. Colum and I, we used to exercise, but I was having some medical issue, and for 1 month we didn't exercise a lot, and we all some other stuff start pumping and coming out, right? So today we resume. Officially, we went back out to do 4 miles instead of three. We did four, and then to slow that process, and we learn, and we knew here, like we all here need to exercise on a regular basis, like they say 5 times a week, but 4 to 5 times a week we need to put active exercise in our habit, the same way we eat, we drink, and we work. We need to exercise also. So that's the one antidote of to not get older fast. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you. I have a,
You don't need
I have,
Pastor wife want to say anything?
No, no.
y-
Anybody else?
yeah. I wanna ask something. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, and it doesn't have anything to do with the book, but maybe somehow, what do you guys think about the market right now, the stock market? What do you think? Is it
Well, it is what it is.
is it good? Is it good or not?
Let me give you
Well,
advice on that.
Okay,
uh-huh.
Let's say that.
because
Okay, go
the
ahead.
reason the reason why I'm asking is because I know you guys have a lot of experience, but okay, I've lost in few days. I've lost in few days, not a lot, but the little I have lost a lot. I have lost a lot. So I'm like, hey, what is going
Fear
on?
not.
Okay,
Fear not.
let me
So
advise you.
I'm watching the market all the time right now, and
Let,
I'm like, hey, this thing, the way is going.
what Steve, you ask question, let me give you answer.
Okay,
First of all,
okay.
you are not allowed to be watching your 401k. Is you are
Your
in a game.
investment.
Yeah, you are in a game for long run. You are not in a game for short time. So
Mm-hmm,
long run means that is at least 5 to 10 years, 10 to 20. So what will happen if we in November, if someone told us that the stock market will be like a black day, black Monday, or something, and we will deny because we don't know what will happen. So from now on, what is going on? Who can tell us what will happen in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years? No one knows. So it's better for you not to be observing that, and just buy those indices that at least have 500 company, because the SP 500 is 500 company in one stock that you can buy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's advisable. But now let me give you another analogy. Let's say that you normally buy a shirt, a Cameroonian official shirt, because I heard that on RFE today. Cameroon official shirt, and they normally sell it for $100, and you keep buying. Say, oh, I have to have all the style. Oh, this is for number one. This is for this person. This is for, so you want to have all the soccer players' shirt in with you. And one day you hear that they decided to do some how do discount and start selling for $30. What will be your reaction? Are you going to start bringing the one that you're saving out and say, oh, let me sell them at this moment? Or are you going to go and buy more shirts, saying that the remaining numbers that I didn't get chance to buy because it was expensive for me, is the right time now to go and buy them? What will be your choice? I'm asking.
No, no, absolutely. For the time being, the reaction will be to, okay, yeah, probably to go and buy more. Just
Okay,
yeah.
that's
Hmm.
the normal thing to do. But what is going on the market now? People have all everyone is running out of it, selling their shirt. If we are keeping the same analogy, they are now selling their shirt that they bought it for 100. They are saying, oh, let me just sell it for $30. Maybe within 1 or 2 years that shirt might come back to 100, or maybe 120, and at that moment, since you didn't sell any, you will be able to sell your shirt now for 120, because you will realize the loss as soon as you sell your stock. But if you
Hmm.
haven't sold anything, the loss has not been realized.
Hmm. Hmm.
So stop.
Adriana,
Yeah.
But Frere Aaron,
Yeah.
what do you do? Frere Aaron, it's
Mhm.
still the market. It's still the market. We don't have any indication
Mm.
telling us that that
Um,
price, that price
In
will come back to the
2020, during COVID, it was the same,
It was
okay.
the
Steve.
same.
okay.
It
That
went
price
2008.
will
down
come
like
back to the
that.
same
Check
level,
Yeah,
right?
sometimes overtake that
Yeah.
level. Sometimes overtake, because the same thing happened in 2008, 2020, and sometime 2022 as well. Something like that happened. It is not that much, but
Happens,
something like that.
yeah.
So
So
it will happen. It's a
It's not the
cycle.
first time.
It's not the
So
first time.
let me add something to. I think Arun already summarized all. So Steve,
Everything.
like Arun say, remember, if you didn't get to any small like penny stock that is $1 and is zero out, or any blockchain a type of coins and it went to zero. If you're not talking about any of that, technically it means the share you have are still the same
Same.
until you decided to sell.
Sell.
If you haven't sold, you haven't lost.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
now, like they say, when you go to the stock market, only put the money that you can lose. So if your life is you put everything on the market and you need to pull money out to live, that's where you
Yeah.
might have problem,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
then you have to sell it at a loss value to live, right?
And if we listen to the president, our president, he has another objective behind. He said there's too much money, because there are two area only, or I would say no, not only, but there are two main area that a lot of people keep their money. One is in the stock market, and the other one is on the treasury bill, or the IRS So they will go
Mhm.
and buy bond. So when
Bond.
there is a fire in the stock market, a lot of people will run to where? To the
They
bonds.
go to the bond. The government has money.
Yes. So when they go to the bond, there will be a flood of money to the bond. And what will happen to the way the government, how the interest of on the government bond, it will come down. So his objective was to put stock market on fire. So a lot of people will rush to the bond, and then the interest, the federal interest, how the Federal Reserve had to be bringing the interest down. So he has
And the
another
interest rate goes
yes,
down. Yeah.
yeah, the interest goes down.
I told Thomas that.
Yeah, because he was begging Jerome to do that, but Jerome said, no, 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 we are independent, we are doing this. Say, okay, let me get you. So he start
Yeah.
putting fire here. A lot of people start running there. Jerome will be obliged to bring the
Like to bring
the
the
interest
interest
down.
rate.
So why he is artificial? This is not that something that is natural, the chaos. No, it's artificial, and that artificiality can be clear by tomorrow if he decided. Because he starts saying that, oh, a lot of countries are
They're
calling me,
negotiating.
they are negotiating.
No, no.
Europe is already ready to say that the tariff on any American goods will be 0%.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yes, you're right, Farun. But the thing is that the market is very like commodity volatile actually, man.
Yeah.
Because people are afraid, even if he changed, a lot of people won't go. Like, hey, this guy can change things anytime. So
Steve,
that's the concern right now. Les gens ont
Steve,
tellement,
Steve,
yeah,
Steve,
yeah,
yes.
listen to me.
he's on the
This
power
is
for 4 years.
this is the
And we
time.
will see that a lot.
This is the time to get rich if you're not emotional.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Warren
This
Buffett said that when people are run out of it, trying to go in,
Go
if you know
in.
what you are doing, and when people are starting getting greedy, trying to come out, is what he said. So definitely, I will advise you not to be afraid. And as Fred Thomas said, what you are able to lose, just leave it there. Trust
Hmm.
me, it will go back up. It will
Okay.
go back up. And
especially if you're on the 500 index thing,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
except if
I'm
they
on
close the US.
the SF and P 500. Yeah.
yeah, SP, yeah,
Yeah,
SP 500, yeah,
S and P 500
yeah,
Standard and
standard.
Poor.
yeah,
Yeah.
standard and
Now,
poor, yeah.
if I may say something, and also to Steve again, all what Fraser said are all true. But one thing, for example, do you know the value of your house right now?
Yes.
Okay. Then that value has a meaning only when you are selling it
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Period. If tomorrow they say that the value, I assume the value is 350 or 400,000. If they say, oh, the housing market is now has toppled, and then you went and check and you saw that, oh, it lost 50,000 in 1 or 2 days, it is meaningless. And then another day, lost another 50,000. I was in Calgary. A friend bought a house, and the wife, they were all collapsing because the house value was almost 800 when they bought it. But by the time there were there's houses to be bought from all angle, their house worth less than 400,000, and the bank was still forcing them to pay the mortgage according to 800,000. And people who this is the time to get rich. The value is 400,000, but your house is still your house. It's still the same house. Nothing changed. The value of any of your stock or any of these security that you have has meaning only the day you are selling it. So the best advice Fred Arun gave it the first time: don't even go and look at it. And stop even listening to the news as much. When things are volatile, you don't want your emotion. We read that book here. Your emotion has to be internal and separated from the outside environment. You don't want to swing up and down with your emotion, with what is happening outside. Otherwise, you die, and the things will keep changing again. So, yes, if you can't stand it, don't watch it. That's the solution. Any stock that you have is almost like your house. It's still the same. It has its value. But the day you are selling it will define what value it has. And if you don't have plan to sell it, don't even think about what the market is saying. It will
Yeah.
always come back. It's not the first time. And this
And
economy is so stable that things always come back again.
so if I took a Charlie example like that, so Steve, if in your neighborhood house value drop to half and you have cash and the
Buy
neighbor
it.
house they're selling it for half price, are you going to buy it? Yes or no?
I will
Right?
buy the house quickly.
Okay. And that was the
So
same example
yeah,
Aaron was
so why
giving
not?
you
But if the neighbor
on the
house
Cameroon
value
shirt.
drop, it mean your house value also drop, but you're not
Hmm.
selling it. That's why there is no problem with you. Then you go and
Yeah.
buy that, and later when it has,
It comes
more
back.
value in it, the time change, and then you say, okay, hey, I can make 50,000 from it now or 100. Then you sell it at only at that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
I think it's good to bring it up, but
Yeah.
those I did help people to open an account like on Robinhood and all this one, and I know that they are very very novice. So when I start seeing that, I send them a note saying that please, it's the best time to buy more. But if you cannot stomach them, please don't sell. Don't ever try to sell. Don't sell at this moment. And that same thing also happened in ancient time with our grandma or granddad. They normally save their money into the palm oil. I don't know if you know that, but a lot of people back then they don't have bank accounts. So they will buy the palm oil when it's very, very low, the price is so low, they will go and buy a lot and start waiting. Until then, the palm oil will start going up, the price will start going up, and it's at that moment that they will start taking out, and it's like a business for them, but they will wait
mhm.
for the scarcity before they bring those palm oil out. But imagine that those they bought it for 1,000 a liter, and they hear that oh now is 300 a liter. Are they going to start pushing it out and say, "Oh, I don't trust the palm oil anymore. Is something happen? I want to sell everything." No, if they sell at that time, they will lose 700 franc per liter, which is not good for them. So they will try to storm to weather that,
Really.
yeah, and trying to wait till the right moment and you sell it.
Yeah. That make
That same
that makes
thing
sense.
happened to
Mhm.
oil and gas during the COVID time.
Yeah, which was minus,
Oil,
which
yeah,
was
oil
minus.
was -3. And if you are ready to buy 1 million barrel of oil, you will be giving $3 million.
Yes,
It just means they don't even have anywhere to put it.
To
yes.
keep it.
And it was, I understand how it works. Some of those wells,
Mm,
there are certain wells with so much power,
mm,
so much pressure
mm,
that you can't hold it. You can't lock them. You
mm.
still have to let them flow. You feel all tank. You feel everything, and there's nowhere to put it. Now
And,
you are calling people, please take it,
and,
and
and
and with money.
I know that you are the expert in that field, but I had another problem as well in that area was the fact
Mhm,
that a lot of Wall Street petrol or gas
mhm,
seller, they
mhm.
don't they are not even touching. They are doing everything on paper. So
Paper,
there's
yeah.
yes.
Of course.
So they say, oh, let me buy 20 million gallons. And when
Mhm,
they buy 20 million gallons, they know that the price will go up and they will quickly sell it.
mhm. Yeah,
Now,
they were all on
the,
option.
yes, now there's no more people looking to buy that gas. Where are they
Yeah.
going to keep it? If
Mhm.
they were gas trader and they just do everything on paper. Now they have the 20 million gallon that they have to find somewhere to put it. and that was a nightmare for them. They prefer to
Mhm.
lose and get. Oh, can you get the 20 million? I will give you another 10 million on it. So,
And
so
then COVID was over,
uh-huh.
roads were filled up,
Hmm.
people, refineries were
Hmm.
able to empty their
Yep,
stock but while refining, and then those oil you bought for -$3
yep,
are sold back for there is being around $70-$80 a piece
yep,
now. So
yep,
that is how people get rich,
yep,
rich, rich.
yep,
Yeah. You
yep.
watch those things if you want to act on them. When you are really, really ready to act on them, yes, watch it. And acting doesn't necessarily mean disposing them of, but acting may mean, okay, I can see and let me, oh, it's gone down enough. I bought this thing for $100. It is $30 now. Let me just, instead of waiting and buying one for 100 next time, or buy only a, 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 a three or four for 400, let me just buy 20 now at the price of of $30,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
wait, it will always go back.
It will
It's these
always
are the
go back.
natural.
It
Yeah,
will
it has
always go
always
back.
been and it will always do.
Because what will happen, as I was mentioning, the two markets, the stock market is now on fire. But now that they will rush all the money from the stock market to the bond market, what will happen to the bond market? That will drop all the interest down there, and people will start realizing, oh, I'm not making money anymore, but the stock market is better now. Let's start bringing the money back there. And at that moment, the stock market will start flying again. I think it's a good system that they produce, but if you don't know what you are doing, you'll be paying money for those who knows what they are doing. Point. Yeah,
Yeah.
full stop. Full stop.
Yeah.
We hope that we convince you not to look at
Yeah, yeah.
your
It's a yeah, yeah. It's a very very good point, and thank you so much because
yeah.
I was concerned a little bit with all the you know the stock market is going to red. It's been 3 days, I was like, hey, what is
Yeah,
going on? Everybody is
you are
up.
losing on paper, but you haven't lost yet. You are losing on paper, but you haven't lost yet. And hopefully it will be better soon. Uh,
So
Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no. I mean, it depends on your, maybe look at what is your risk tolerance, right? What are your objective? Is Are you doing something for a month, 1 year, 5 or 10? So what are your goal? What you want to
Mhm.
do with the money? So all of
Mhm.
those stuff also will guide you to what behavior you want. That's why I was saying, if you're doing penny stock, it's a different ball game. It's completely
Yeah.
different, right? If you have like AMC, is $1, $2 stuff, and then some of them might go to 10 cents. And that one, you might get heart attack if you have too much money in it, right? So it depends on
And,
what game.
and also, it's not advisable to go to the trading. But let me tell you that even when the stock are going down, if you know what you are doing, you can make money as well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and at that moment is a call option. So you might say, okay, let me buy the option at this amount, so that there are a lot of techniques. Is more risky, but yes, you can still make more money during that. And another things that we haven't discussed, but I think Fred Charlemagne told about a little bit, is a dollar cost average. The dollar cost average, which means that you just buy $10 anytime. So let's say that you say, I want to spend $10 in Coca-Cola, which is very, very good investment as well, because people are add
they will
it,
drink.
they will drink
They will
and they
drink.
add it on sugar. So you every time I will buy $10, no matter what happened. And let's make it simple. We say that the Coca-Cola stock is $10. So
Coca-Cola is positive right now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
positive. I told you. I know what
Coca-Cola
I'm
didn't
talking about.
lose.
I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. So
That's that's
you
Everything
say,
crazy.
was red except
Everything was
Coca-Cola.
red on Friday. Coca-Cola was green.
yeah, so you say you want to buy $10. every 2 weeks when I get my salary, I want to buy $10. But we just, to simplify everything, we say it's $10 for one stock. And yeah, now the stock market is on fire, blah blah blah, and Coca-Cola now is $1. But you say every day, every 2 weeks, you have to buy 10 stock, $10 worth of stock. So when you send the $10 now,
You make 10 stock now,
you are
10
now,
share.
yeah, you are buying 10 shares.
Mhm.
10 shares. But no matter what is happening, Coca-Cola will send you some dividends because they do that every quarter, every 3 months, they will send dividend. They will not send dividend and say, oh, I'm thinking that you just bought it for cheaper one. They will send it per share. If they are sending 50 cents per share, now that you are having 11 share, they will send you 11 times of that dividend. That's the power of a dollar cost average as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
Coca-Cola is green on Friday. Economic It's crazy.
And,
Thank you,
and,
guys.
and you know another one that will be green. I'm not here advising as a financial advisor, but another one is the stock of prison
Mhm.
prison.
What's the initial?
The initial
What is this?
I can check and give to you. I think
You
is
say prison?
Prison.
prison.
Oh,
Jail, like, yeah.
Yeah, jail, because it's a private stock. People are
Yeah,
now
it's a
building prison to accommodate Trump's refugee or immigration policy.
yeah, we even have a city here with
Uh-huh.
prison also
Uh-huh.
in
Uh,
Texas.
yeah.
You
So it's those kind of.
Huntsville is prison for crime, and Rosharon over there is
Mm.
just private prison. If you escape, they're gonna catch you. There is no house. It's only prison area.
So yeah, you can invest in those kind of things as well. So it's not
Yeah,
that everything is red, red, red. No.
Nasib, when you find the initial, just let us know in
Okay,
the
I'll
chat.
put it. I'll put it.
Yeah,
I'll put it. But I will
you
put it
never
that
know.
I'm not advising people to go there
I'm gonna read about it.
because I'm not making any money that you come and sue me and say I'm advising wrongly.
Oh, and while we're talking, I remember us. I'll look through the chat. You send us like or something for Robin Hood, right? We want to open an account
Yeah, yeah,
because you.
yeah.
I'm gonna look back to it.
I
It's
can
a
send
good
it
time to
again when you
send it.
open it.
Send it. Yeah,
When
I
you
need that.
open it, they'll give you some free stock and give me myself as well free stock. So that's why I'm
Yeah,
I'm rooting for
yeah,
them. So
yeah. Send it, and we'll open it and put your name,
yeah,
initial. Put your
it
name.
has a rough as well. You have a 401k, so it's a little bit, and the fact that it's on the phone, that's the
On the phone.
powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can quickly do it.
you can.
I don't like to do
You
money on
can go
my
to
phone.
paradise or you can go to hell quickly.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I
definitely, definitely.
don't like to do it on the phone.
Okay.
All right, I'll send
Yeah, these are
the
good topic for we are not getting younger also, Steve.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because if you can do some of this, then you can go to mini retirement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You
and
can go
and
Yeah.
away.
and Steve, if you are very afraid, you can go for the REITs as well. REITs, which is
The
a
real
real
estate
estate
thing.
investment trust. Those
Mhm.
one they are buying complex. The complex is 100 million. They might get 10 million people to contribute 1,000, or maybe $10, $10, saying that if the rent comes, they'll give you a part of that rent. And the
Mhm.
law force them to give out 80% of the rent.
Mhm.
80% of the rent. So it's another way of okay, I don't want to be in the stock market, but I just want to be in the stock market and real estate.
State. Yeah, you don't want to deal with tenant,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
plumber, something is
yeah.
wrong, and you can own that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That is one thing to
Yeah.
do.
yeah.
That's something to do later. Okay. Okay, I think we're not getting younger. It's great, right?
Yeah.
That's a topic that includes everything.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And
That,
very, very interesting. Arun, can you send the name of the I don't know if it's an application or a platform or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
Robert something.
is an app,
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood, and They are very, very powerful. Why? Because at least they democratize the investment. You don't pay for any fee. Everything is free. You see my quotation. Everything is free.
Okay.
But you pay them when you're selling, right? They collect
No,
something.
no, no.
What is the gain?
Uh-huh. Thank you for asking. You know me, I had to dig into that. The again is that they delay your payment, your selling. Let's say that the action is $10 and you say you want to buy, they might buy it quickly, hoping that it will be $11 and say, oh, I bought it for $11. You
Oh.
Mhm.
see?
They
And
trick
now,
you a little bit.
yeah, they trick you a little bit. And they have another deal with for the company, the broker, who always do all their selling and buying. So that broker is giving you some kickback that you are not part, but after all, at least it's free.
If you make money from it, that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
That's time to do it.
yeah.
Everything is
So
down.
so do you so Aaron, so do you have to be trading on your own? Because for example,
Yeah.
for
What's
example, I remember, I know, for example, for Vanguard, for example, I
mm,
don't trade myself. They do a lot of stuff in the background, but if I see something
mm,
weird and I'm like, hey, I have to remove my, I can go ahead and place that order and
mm.
remove all my money from there. Yeah, I don't
No,
know if it's the same,
yeah,
if it's the
it's
same
the same
case.
thing. Okay,
Okay.
what normally happen? You have the bank, you have Robinhood account, and you have the stock market. So when your
Oh,
money comes
okay.
from the bank, it stay first into the Robinhood account, and
Uh-huh.
now you can push it from there to the stock market.
Okay.
So it's at that moment that you are buying. But now, what's the difference between investment and trading? Trading is a quick sell and buy. You sell it
Okay.
within 1 day, 2 days, maximum 1 week. You are doing that, but that is dangerous. But investment is something that you invest, hoping that it will be there at least for 1 year, so that
Mhm.
your tax withheld, your tax expenses will not be higher than 15%. Because if it's more
Mhm.
than 1 year, they just only charge you 15% instead of your actual 25 or 30% of your tax.
37 if it's too quick. Goes down.
Yes, I think I saw one is a Core Civic. I think Core Civic. Core Civic is operating as a government solution company which engage in the development and management of prison. Core Civic.
Now you put a COCIVIC.
CO. Uh, yes, I think yeah. No, C for Charlie, X for X-ray, W for whiskey.
Hold
C
on.
CXW.
Mhm.
CXW.
Okay.
That's the one prison, and that one is even today is going up.
Yeah, because when the economy is down now and people won't have jobs, some people will do crazy stuff,
Yeah, and
and you have more prisoner.
yeah, yeah.
It's
So
like Coca-Cola. Many people
mhm,
will stay home, they drink Coke and watch Netflix
yeah, yeah,
and gain weight. So later they go to the hospital.
yeah. That's true.
Anyway,
All right,
it's a
Yeah.
good
thank
thing.
you.
Okay, thank you, guy.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I'll put the
Thank.
Robin Hood in the on the platform.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Bye.
Good
Thank you,
night.
Nasib.
Mhm.
Th-
Bye,
This,
everyone.
this
Bye.
this kind of extension have never been useless. So I was glad that many people accepted that we have a little bit of chat. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Yeah,
Bye
bye.
Bye.
bye.